YouTubers, Johnza here, and welcome to another episode of Sawcasters. What did we talk about last episode? I don't know, it's been a little while. Which, funny enough, it will kind of lead into what I'm going to be talking about today, but, basically, even though, within these past 3 weeks, I could have had time to do, a lot of podcasts, episodes, instead of some other stuff, which I'm going to be getting into, during this podcast. But I guess we'll start off with a little bit of a short story. So something kind of happened to me last week. It was actually on a Thursday. I'm recording this on August 23rd. This happened on the 17th. But what happened? So I woke up one morning, probably almost an hour before I would normally wake up, and for some reason, my right testicle just started hurting. I don't know what happened. It just started hurting in the morning. I thought maybe it would pass by pretty soon. Maybe I I don't know, maybe crushed it by accident, and then that's what woke me up or something. But already an hour passed when I wake up, and it still hurts. I'm also getting up too, and I could just feel around, just kind of it still hurts. It wasn't a very enormous amount of pain I was dealing with. I wasn't oh god, but it was more of an annoying pain. Whenever I moved it around, it would hurt pretty much. So yeah, so anytime I walked, it hurt. So yeah, I don't know. I thought, okay, maybe it'll pass by me within almost another hour before I had to leave for work, because this happened obviously in a work morning, obviously, and yeah, I don't know. It just never went. It was getting close to 7. I was like, I don't even think I can go in today. This is gonna bother me all day. So I told my mom about it. She told me to go see a clinic if it didn't, or there was a walk-in clinic that I could go to that's somewhat nearby, in case it never went away within that time. And yeah, it was about 10 o'clock at the time. In between then, I was just kind of resting, putting the ice on it, letting it relax or whatever. And it was still kind of there. It hasn't really changed as much. I thought it might have been getting better, but I don't know, it just kind of stayed the same. So I walked over to the walk-in clinic and everything. I had to wait a little bit because they asked for a urine sample, and I didn't feel like needing to go pee before, at that time, so I had to kind of sit there for a minute and hope to God I needed to pee soon or something. Especially since I feel it wasn't long. I don't think I went before I left the house, but I still feel I went within that time, so I don't know. Plus I didn't really drink a lot of water before I got there, so you know. And, it was as the checkup was kind of going, I kind of realized that my right testicle wasn't hurting as much, which was weird. But yeah, and weird thing is, the clinic doctor said, if it got any worse, I should go to, an emergency or something, go to a hospital or something. But, as I left, and as I was, just on my way walking back, my testicle felt fine. It felt perfectly fine, which is weird because I never, I didn't even take any, medicine or drugs while I was over there. And somehow I was better just as I was walking out the door. And I was like, eh? It was weird. I don't know. It was definitely weird. Yeah. I was, wondering if somehow maybe, I was, my legs were in between my right testicle as I was sleeping. And maybe, that might have happened and the pain just kind of stayed. Because I also noticed it was probably, a little bit swollen, too. Because I had a good look at it, and it looked bigger than the other testicle. Just a little bit bigger. Just noticeable. I was like, that's interesting. But yeah, no, after I walked back, it was fine. So it technically lasted around 7 hours, which was weird. Which, funny enough, it ended right as I would normally end my work shift, so I guess my body was just okay, how do we avoid work today? Oh, I know, punch him in the balls! And then, yeah, that's what happened. So I had to take the day off on Thursday, or last Thursday, but yeah. But yeah, that was the story of my right testicle getting hurt for some reason. I don't know what happened. I don't know if maybe peeing helped, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if I really went fully pee like before I left or something. So I don't know. Maybe peeing helped. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of like that I did to my body before like it got better. Like, that was the only thing I could think of at the time. I guess there's also the case I was kind of like sitting around waiting like a bit. So I guess it could be that too. And maybe also because I was enduring the pain as I was like walking over to the clinic, because as like it's like probably like almost a half an hour walk over there. So obviously I had to walk there, and with a testicle that hurt, yeah, that it's not fun. But yeah, at least the walk back was fine. So yeah. But yeah, that's that. But now on to my main topic I wanted to talk about today, which is my busy work schedule. I don't know if that's what I called this episode, but yeah. So yeah, no wheel today, no wheel. In fact, this is probably the last podcast I'm gonna be doing for a while, at least recording wise. You guys will probably still have one like next week, obviously on next Sunday, maybe, depending on later, like what might be happening in the future. But anyways, this kind of takes place a bit back. Well, for you guys, it's a bit back. For me, it's just kind of happened recently. But if you guys remember on my main channel, if anybody here's on my or has seen my main channel stuff, I put out a vlog around the 27th of August, saying that I was going to be taking a 3-week break just because of some stuff happening, which I do go into details there. But I'm going to go in a little more detail into this, about things that are happening. So yeah, especially for like being able to record wise. So the main reason why I was thinking of taking a break in the first place in that week, and yeah, I was taking a break from my main channel, challenge channel, and this channel. So there's that. But the main reason why I was going to be taking a break, and it was originally going to be 2 weeks, but yeah, it's just between the 30th and the 6th, I was at my dad's. I haven't been there yet as of recording this, but obviously as once this is live, I've already been up there and everything, so yeah, I'm pretty much taking like a week vacation, I guess, to my dad's, and he lives like way up north, so it's gonna be a bit of a travel for me, so yeah. And since I wasn't like planning on doing anything up there, like YouTube wise while I was there, unless there was something fun to react to, like maybe a Nintendo Direct, which I don't think there will be in between like the 1st and the 6th, so at least I don't think so. Because I know September normally has a Direct, but like I think it's like at least past like the 14th, I think, 13th or 14th of September normally. I don't know. It could have already been out by the time this comes out too. So you know. But yeah. So I wasn't even planning on bringing my laptop up. I was only planning on bringing one of my iPads up with me, because the other iPad, my old one, I only normally use just for recording purposes for YouTube, and even then, it's only for this channel and then a certain type of challenge channel video. So yeah. But yeah, another reason why I decided to take another week off within that time frame is because my scheduling has been a little fucked up lately. Just a little bit. It kind of starts last week, which was, I guess it was like within the 14th to 18th kind of thing. So normally within that week, it would be my week to actually do normal recordings. So like do recording sessions, like 3 videos in a row, pretty much. Like I record that much, and then, you know, have it on my laptop and everything. And basically I set those times up determined on when my stepdad's working, basically, because obviously for my stepbrother and my mom, they don't normally get home until like 4 o'clock. But then there's my stepdad, who technically has like 2 different shifts that he has like every other week. So one week he pretty much leaves just as I get home normally. So like around 12:45 or something. Like just around there he heads out. and he's pretty much gone all the way till 10 o'clock at night, so there's that. And then there's the time where he pretty much leaves early morning, and then he doesn't come back until 2:30, which is kind of this week already. But the second one I was just talking about, he's been on that shift 3 weeks in a row. Yeah. The thing is, on that week, I guess he switched shifts with someone on that week, which I was a little pissed off about because that was the one week I could have done my more recording sessions in, because the other weeks that he's like gone until 2:30, I normally do these podcasts for one, and just also recently on my challenge channel been kind of working on the Pokemon Unite 50 Win Nuzlocke series I've been doing, just because I always like to kind of like just kind of focus on one of those videos at a time and not just have like a row of those videos. So I've been kind of putting those in with the podcast weeks. But yeah, he's kind of had this kind of week 3 weeks in a row, which I think I think this week is probably because he's been getting back to his original work week. I guess it was only for that 1 week, but I thought maybe he'd be switching it around like permanently. So like this week he would have been like all day. Well, I mean, he would have left at 12:45, and I would have had till 4 to record stuff. But yeah. So I haven't been able to really record much stuff as of like lately, and even this week, like this is also going to go into work a little bit. I mean, I guess it kind of started Friday, but technically in our workplace we're getting a new customer, which is, and it seems like they're going to be a lot more annoying than our, and big as well, like than our one annoying customer, which is ABC, which they're like their most thing. It's like Khalifa, I'm pretty sure. That's the customer that we're dealing with at the warehouse right now. Like the new ones. So, I mean, they haven't been too bad in my eyes right now. Like, not too bad. Like, there's some stuff, obviously, they could have done better so far, but like, and they're like more issues from what my mom's been dealing with. But basically, the first time around, they were supposed to come on Friday. Like, I guess their first load was, they were supposed to come in on Friday, and I would have taken Friday and Monday to get all that stuff situated. But they never showed up, so like I was only there for like a good portion of the day. I was there for like a bit later than normal, but like I still got like a full ride back once it was like 2 o'clock or something. I think it was 1 actually. Yeah, I think it was 1 o'clock on Friday, so there was that. But even then, that was the once again that week was also where my stepdad came back normally around 2:30. So even then, I don't even think I had time to record anything. Actually, maybe I did. Maybe I did another episode of the Nuzlocke. I don't know. I feel like I did record something there, but I don't know. And then during this week, between Monday and Tuesday, I had to stay all day, pretty much. Monday was definitely a big exception because there was also a container to come in, and of course the Khalifa stuff was coming in on that day. Tuesday, kind of the same with the Khalifa stuff. Like with me actually receiving the new customer into like their products into the warehouse. But if anything, that only took 3 in the morning, so it wasn't even that bad. Like I honestly don't think I feel like at least on Tuesday, I feel like, or yesterday I guess in my case, I could have like, I feel like I could have left early on that day, but eh. And then there's today, which the thing is, I could have also stayed sometime earlier today, or later during today, but I don't know. I even asked my mom before I left, it's like, is there any actual reason for me to stay longer than I need to today? Like, which there wasn't, so I was able to like leave somewhat on our normal time. It was just one final thing I had to do before I leave, but when I asked, it was about time for me to, it would be my normal time to leave, so I had to take an extra 15 minutes to finish off this one thing, and then I was good to come home. So a little later than normal, but at least I have enough time to do a podcast. That's what I was thinking of when I was like getting back. I was like, maybe I'll have enough time to at least do one podcast today, just so we can keep the podcasts going for a little bit. But yeah, And of course, I don't know what's going to be happening in the future after I come back from my dad's. So, yeah. Like I said, I was pretty much I took like 3 weeks off in that case, so, like I don't know what's going to be happening. I don't even know if this channel's going to keep going on for a while still, because the thing is with this, like, there is an exception with recording my main channel videos and my challenge videos when people are home. There is a bit of an exception. I just normally don't like to do it when people are home, because it's a good time I could get interrupted. And also there's times where, like, for instance, some of my challenge videos, I do get a little bit mad and loud, as you guys might have known. Hell, sometimes I just leave the room and slam my door, too. But that's obviously when no one's home. Like, I normally don't do that whenever anybody's home. In fact, whenever someone's home, I'm like, okay, guys, so this is it. So I kind of put up more of a whisper, I guess. I don't know. It's just whenever, like, they're listening in or watching me do a recording, I don't know, I just feel a little uncomfortable. Like, it's one thing for you guys watching it, like, on YouTube, because, well, I mean, why else would it even be up there in the first place, right? But I mean, like someone like over my shoulders, not even knowing what the hell I'm doing technically, or how I'm doing things. It's just, I don't know. It's just a little weird. So, and since these walls that I have aren't soundproof, trust me, I wish I had soundproof walls so I can record with ease and be almost as loud as I can, almost. But yeah. Like, I'm just thinking about that because there might be a chance sometime in the near future, at least close to the end of this year, I might be back to full-time maybe. It depends, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going to be happening anytime soon, especially with the new customer in hands, because, I mean, they're small for now. Like, we only have a few items for this new customer, but, like, they're supposed to be, like, a big customer. Like, we're gonna have like new racks in this new warehouse for them, so yeah, I just don't know exactly what's gonna be going on. I might be switched to full time, or they might hire someone to take my spot and I go in the back, or maybe someone just for the back. I don't know. But yeah, just a few things kind of going on. Scheduling's been all kind of fucked up for me. I'd say the one thing probably good about staying almost all day is that I didn't have to use a bus pass. In fact, actually, funny enough, it's practically been a whole week since I've taken a bus home from work. Because Thursday I never went to work in the first place, so I never took a bus back from then. I technically got a whole ride back home on Friday, even though I wasn't there all day. Like, I was able to get a ride all the way back. That wasn't the bus. And then yesterday and Monday, I was going to leave there all day, so, I was driven back home, so, yeah. Like, the last time, besides today, I've taken the bus home was the 16th, which was exactly a week ago. So, yeah, basically about a week. I don't know if I want to call it an exact whole week, just because it was last Wednesday I took a bus, and then this week today I took a bus as well on a Wednesday, too. Funny enough, next Wednesday is when I'm going up north. Everything involves a Wednesday, doesn't it? I guess. But, yeah, so obviously the reason why I've taken the break in the first place is, for one, just to kind of just take a break from, like, everything for a while, for starters, and that was the one reason why I was going to take a break in the first place, like I said, for going up to my dad's. And even though I'm going up there for a week, it's still within the 2 separate weeks, so that's why I decided to just kind of take those times off too for YouTube, so I can also focus on maybe like recording some stuff as well, since I wouldn't have time to do any of that. And then of course there was what was I gonna say? Yeah. But yeah, of course now with my scheduling getting all fucked up, mainly because my stepdad changing his work shift that 1 week, and the fact that he's been on this work shift 3 weeks in a row. Yeah. Jeez, I'm just drawing a blank in my mind. I not even knowing what I'm talking about at this point. I don't even know if that sentence made sense. But yeah. There were some stuff that came out recently I can talk about real quick before we end off, because I don't want to end off the episode like too soon, but like, yeah, I don't really have anything else to say, but yeah, pretty much took 3 week break just to kind of recuperate, like take a break and also catch up on videos. I guess that was the main point I was trying to say. So that was why I took that break in the first place. So yeah, if any of you guys watching on the podcast channel were wondering and you never watched my main channel, then you know why now. And if you want to check out my main channel stuff, link to my main channel is down in the description below. Same with my podcast channel, which I don't know why I would promote them on this channel, because this channel literally has the least subscribers. Like, this channel only has 4 subscribers. I don't know, it's just me talking nonsense. And yet there's like a good amount of views on some of my episodes. Like, obviously I know there's some that probably haven't been watched, but like, still, there's some episodes that have like just under 100 views. Still, you think someone would subscribe in that case. But yeah, go subscribe to them if you haven't already. But yeah, I know recently there's been stuff also like coming out pretty soon, which obviously at this point it's probably already out. I think Sonic Superstar. I think actually literally I think it was yesterday. Was it? This morning? I actually can't remember. But like 2 stuff with Sonic, like Sonic trailers were got released recently, which was the Sonic Frontiers one for the 3rd update, which is coming out end of September, close to the end of September. I know one of them is by the end of September, and then there's also like another trailer for Sonic Superstars, like the classic Superstar one, coming out as well, which I think it's also around that time. We know that Rayman's coming out, I think on the 13th? I have a funny feeling it's coming out on the 13th. I think I meant to check earlier. I also know that the first DLC of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's also coming out on the 13th of September too, so that's something. And also October, we got stuff like the FNAF movie coming out, we have Super Mario Wonder. In November, we have Super Mario RPG remake, and yeah, and also like between like September and October, we should have another Direct coming up. Which, obviously, if you guys listened in a few weeks ago, or maybe about a month ago, I don't know, but I was talking about what could happen in that Direct. You know, maybe it happened. I don't know. Maybe it happened, and it's exactly what I said in that episode. But the episode where I talk about what could happen in September's Direct, or I guess it could be October at this point. But like, go check that one out and see if I was correct on that. But yeah, funny enough, I opened up this iPad to record, and I just remembered that I still have the one video to. It's like a small little video, like a vlog, just mentioning that I'm gonna be on, like I'm taking a 3-week break, so. Yeah. Anyways, I guess that's it for this episode. Not really much else to talk about. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast. If you guys liked it, press the like button or subscribe to whatever. And I'll see all you dudes in the next podcast. Whenever that might be. Probably next week for you guys. See you guys next time.